This topic is one of the most discussed these days, yet everybody hates it. My first interference with death occurred lots of years ago, when my grandfather died. I was just a little kid, I didn't understand what happened, I never met death before. The first thing I saw everybody around me did was crying. And I didn't know why they cried. Apparently, death is something bad. And as a small kid, I did what I saw everybody else did. I was sad and cried the whole time. For the next couple of days, I saw people, my parents and the relative ones, going around in black clothes. When I asked them what's the point of that, they said that it is a tradition, but inside of me I felt like they didn't know it either. And so, finally, the burial day arrived. An ocean of sad people, all dressed in black, stood around the wooden coffin where my grandpa's unsold body laid. Everybody was sad and crying. And me, as a little kid, feeling that sadness made me break down in tears. But deep down inside of me, I didn't know why I was crying. I then started to ask people around me about death, but nobody wanted to tell me anything about it. They just said that it's a sad moment when someone dies and that we have to cry and all that. And I didn't want to accept it. I wanted to ask more questions, but they said that I will understand it better when I grow up. And they were right. I do understand it better now. I understood that people cry because they don't know what death is. They were raised up by going to the church every Sunday where a man, dubbed as the man of God, talked about death in a bad way, where he told everybody that those were the words of the Almighty, that everybody should be afraid of. But it didn't make sense to me. What would the point of life be if it would end forever when we close our eyes and never open them again? It is true, it ends, but only in the materialistic world. You that wear that body and name will never die. You will leave your clothes behind, but you as a spirit will live forever. Going to the graveyard and starting to cry in front of some stones is pointless. The person isn't there. It just left its clothes and went away. Life never ends. Hell and heaven were invented by people that wanted to live off you, to control. Hell and heaven do not exist. There is no end. Did you ever went on vacation and couldn't wait to arrive? And after the vacation was over, you got home and the feeling of it's awesome to be back home was there? I'm not saying that you should wait to die. We have been given this life to live it. And life is just like that. We are here on vacation, to play, to laugh, to feel good. But when the time of going home arrives, we will not be sad because we know that nowhere is as good as it is home.